All right, so imagine this scenario where you have a tight deadline to just deliver an image that has to do with designing probably a card, let's say a wedding or a birthday card. And then the first instinct would just be, all right, I have a short time, so let me just go to platforms like Canva where I can get templates and then just edit a template that works well for the use case and then just deliver, right? Now, what if an AI tool can help you do that by merely just giving it a prompt and it delivers whatsoever it is that you've asked it to give you? Yes, it's AI, so it's going to come with its flaws. I mean, but then this same AI tool mentions that you can use it to edit outputs or even images that you import into it. We are about to test that because this tool is still within the Google AI Studio, and we have talked about Google AI Studio, I mean, like twice so far on this channel. I like what Google is doing, having an AI studio that encompasses, I mean, things that you can do in the AI space. That's impressive. Now, because it's from Google, you'll be expecting it to have like 90% positive reviews. But that's not the case. I mean, there are people mentioning that this tool doesn't deliver as expected. People even blaming those reviewing the tools as just accepting sponsorship deals just to say good things about the tool because anything they try doesn't give them the desired output. We're about to try that, and I have just used it at the skeletal phase, but in this video, what I intend to do is to talk about, I mean, the speed of execution. Let's see how fast it generates what we asked it to generate. We are also going to check out its image editing slash enhancement capabilities. Then we would also talk about how effective it is in removing objects from existing images. So we're just gonna hop on my computer and just get started with this. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is obviously go to aistudio.google.com. This is the model you are to use when you choose when you select the drop down for the models. You would see that there's one which is tagged it's currently hot. So it has image generation capabilities apart from the Gemini 2.0 Flash that we've used before. This has image generation capabilities and it's still experimental. Yeah, all right. So it was even indicated. I don't even know why people are being so harsh on it. It's experimental, guys. Now, after selecting this, you are to just choose the output format as images and text. Okay, I think it's the only output format so far. So if you notice, the token count is drastically reduced because initially what we have, let me just show you. When you use the regular Gemini 2.0 Flash, you have over 1 million token count. But with this, it's reduced to just slightly over 32,000 token counts. So with the temperature, I mean, temperature refers to how creative you want the AI to be. So creativity allowed in the responses, and it's by default is on 1, but we can increase it. Let's just leave it on the maximum. I want to see how creative this would be if we give it the room to be creative. So with Google AI Studio, you always have these suggestions of things that you can generate. You can edit an image, you can generate a story with images. This is really interesting. You can also generate cards, like birthday cards, for instance. So assuming we try to just generate a wedding card, right? Let's just say we want to generate a quick wedding card. Okay, so this is the prompt I gave it. I said generate a wedding card between Jack and Jill. The colors of the day for the wedding are blue, black, crocodile green, and onion purple. Don't ask me how I got these colors, because I know usually in weddings, that's when you see some weird color combinations. And then I want the color scheme of the card to showcase these colors creatively. The venue of the wedding is St. Lucas Church, and the time is 10 a.m. prompt. RSVP to be used is just a phone number, and then this is just a random placeholder phone number. I also added that it should be creative with the other design aspects. This is a prompt I just thought of, and I want to see how this handles it. And so now, testing the speed of execution. This just generated within how many seconds? All right, 6.8 seconds. It took 6.8 seconds for this card to get generated, and I can always expand this. All right, so you see, it's AI. The design aspect is really interesting. I mean, it looks really nice. Just look at the color combination. I mean, it has flowers and all that. But the text isn't something that we would be so proud of, because okay, we are going to excuse this for the text, but then it mentioned that it can help us edit, I mean, existing images, right? So since we have Saturday 10 a.m. prompt, we didn't even give it all the details as required. I mean, like Saturday on what date? We didn't tell it. So St. Lucas Church. All right. So I noticed that all the text that we have imported, I mean, told it to put on the card, they are actually written well. Look at St. Lucas, for instance. Look at the RSVP. These are the numbers. Look at the names, the time also. So the like the text, if you ask it to specifically include a particular text, it's going to probably do it well. But let's not just keep guessing. I'm going to try it with another, where I'm going to just give it the full details of a card and see if it matches, I mean, describes it as it should. So for this, I'm just going to go to ChatGPT and ask it to generate a brief description of a card. Okay, so ChatGPT came back with this. It is an extensive prompt, so I'm just going to try using it for this generation. So let's see, the last generation took 6.8 seconds. How many seconds would this take? Yeah, because the prompt is a bit longer, it's more extensive, so it may take longer time to generate. So the speed of execution, from what we can see here, highly depends on the complexity of what we are generating. Oh my goodness. So I changed it to design a birthday card, and this is what we have. Happy birthday, St. Lucas Church, 10 a.m. Okay, it still followed the previous prompt where it had venue and time, but that's not what we are specifically going for. Let's just stick with the wedding, for instance. I want to see how it would look when we decide to generate an actual wedding card using this. Okay, so we have another prompt here, and it is from this entire detail. I don't know, this just summarized the prompt. I mean, summarized the entire detail in a single prompt. But what if I decide to give it everything as indicated here? And I'm just going to copy this. And for this, since we want it to be away from the initial prompt, I'm just going to start a new chat. And we're going to paste everything here. It's a good thing that it accepts a long text. So let me just check how many characters this is. All right, so there's a total of 392 words, and that just took 591 out of the 32,000 token count. So I see why the token count needs to be like that. So with this, let's try generating. It wasn't like the conventional prompt, so I don't know how this would look, but this generated in 5.4 seconds. The card looks really nice design wise, but the text is still, it still falls short because I don't know what this text is it because of the font type, but it's not readable. So the text still needs to be worked on, but everything here looks incredible. Design wise, there's even the QR code, the fake QR code, and I like this design. All right, so design wise, this is, incredible. But how do we edit this? Can we even edit this? So I don't know the names here. I think it's Olivia and Benjamin. So let's see if we can use this to edit. All right, so I'm trying this out. I said edit the names to Olivia and Benjamin, and change the font type to one that will be readable and clear. Will this make any difference? How will it look? Because it's supposed to grab from the context of what we are actually working on, so it shouldn't, we don't need to tell it any other design thing to do. We just need to edit the content that's already there, ideally. So this is taking longer than the time it even took to generate the image initially. Let's see, this is already 30 seconds in, and okay, so 31.7 seconds. All right, so Olivia and Benjamin. Okay, is this really readable? I don't know. This is not, but the name is actually Olivia and Benjamin, and this is not readable as well. So obviously it has issues with text. But what if we try using the second aspect of this this review? What if we try to just say, all right, we have an existing image, can you help us edit it? So I have this image here from Pexels, and all I asked, or all I searched for was selfie in a public place. The aim is to try removing people in the background or objects. So I'm just going to, can I copy the image and paste it here? Will it work? It's advisable for me to create a new chat. All right, so let me see if I paste it. Yeah, all right, so copying and pasting would work. What if I say remove all the people in the background? Okay, so here's the prompt. Remove all the people in the background and leave those taking selfie. I wanted leaving it on this, but I don't know what it would come up with, so I had to specify this just to be sure that we probably give it the right information. So now let's see how this turns out. Oh my goodness, this isn't bad at all. Just look at this. The quality of image, and the quality of the image is one that maybe because we copied and pasted, so it wasn't really too clear. Maybe that's why this is as it is. But just look at the output. It went ahead and just generated the remaining part of the image. It didn't just remove the people, it also removed this truck, which it just left the people taking selfie, and it is incredible. So with it comes with a watermark. Let me try another thing also. Okay, so trying it with this image, what I want to do is to remove a particular person, not just everyone in the background. Let's try removing this lady, since it's clear that we can identify her with her blue bag, and that's why I said remove the lady in the background carrying a blue bag. Let's see how this handles it. Let's see if it's able to just handle it as we expect it to. The speed of execution We shouldn't expect it to always be the same. With this, I don't really know how this would work. I mean, I am also just trying to see how it works. But from the last image, it took 30 seconds, or was it 31 seconds, for us to get the results. So this has just surpassed 34 seconds. Okay, this is a bit challenging for for Google AI Studio. An internal error has occurred. That's too bad. This doesn't seem like something that it couldn't. It just seemed like one of those internal errors that Google AI Studio has. I mean, even when you try using the stream real time feature, when it reaches a particular time, it stops and then you face that internal error issue. So what I would do is give this a benefit of a doubt. I would try creating a new prompt. I mean, let it just be in a new environment, and I have already downloaded the image, so I'm just going to upload it. All right, so I am going to paste the same prompt we gave it, and we run. Okay, so if this doesn't work this time, then I don't know what to think of it. I don't know if it's about the prompt, if it's about the image. So we got our result in 15.7 seconds, but something is off here. I mean, when you check it out, it went ahead and not just removed the lady alone, it removed every other person in the background, including the bag that we can see here. And when you open up the image that we have, it looks like just look at this person's face and look at their the other lady standing just behind him. Look at her fingers. It looks like it takes the picture, processes it using the prompt that we have given it, and then spits out an AI generated version of the picture. That's not cool. I mean, if that's the case, I see why people are really just giving this to a thumbs down. Because what is this? This is supposed to be a text, I guess, and it's, you know how AI is, like, it's not readable. Just look at their shoes. I don't know where. Oh my goodness. Yes, so this is not usable at all. I mean, the output itself is not usable. That's not something that I would have. I know I said I wouldn't be disappointed, and I am still trying to keep to my word. But if the aim isn't to just remove objects from an existing image, if it will generate an existing image in an, like, if it regenerate the AI version of an existing image, then I don't know how they intend to improve it. They should have. It's Google. I mean, they have the object removal tool in their Pixel devices, and it works seamlessly. It's something that has been existing for some years. Why wouldn't they just try to incorporate it? Because it's their technology. I mean, I don't know, but why would they need to do a fresh regeneration of the entire image? Yes, I know when you remove something or an object from an image, it needs to find a way to fill it up. And just like this umbrella, for instance, it had to, after removing this, it had to figure out that, okay, there should be this, there should be some flowers behind and all that. But what, like, why regenerating the aspect that we didn't even ask it to touch? It's not cool. But like I said, I don't want to be disappointed. I am not going to be disappointed. So that's it, guys. I don't know, let me know, what do you think of this tool? Like, how do you are you on the same page with, even though I know you would be on the same page with every other person trying to just give it a negative review, but I mean, who else is optimistic about this tool? I don't know. I don't know how they intend to fix this, but I feel like it's something that they can do, and depending on how they intend to work on it, there are so many things that need to be, touched. When it comes to text generation, this is terrible at that. When it comes to even the background removal, object removal, it it doesn't really follow the prompt based on what you've given it. Yes, it's just stuck on, all right, I'm going to remove the background of, or people in a background, or remove like an item based on how it's grouped, but it won't be able to just pick out a single um, just a single item in a group of items to remove it. It's just going to remove every other item within that group. And then the image generation aspect is one that I am I don't know what the term to use. I don't want to say disappointed, but I expected more. So that's basically it. Let me know what you think. Let me know if this is something that you may eventually use. But as for me, I would keep experimenting with it since it's still experimental. So thank you for watching, and as always, I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.